Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
KELY News is sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450, built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. We got up to 92 degrees yesterday. Another 1/100th of an inch of precipitation at Yellen Field overnight. Look for mostly fair skies today. Heat returning. Look for today's high. It's going to be warm. It is definitely going to be hot. 91 is what this says, but I think it's supposed to get up to 94. In any event, Ely City Council voted to donate $1,800 from contingency funds to support the White Pine County horse races this year by covering costs for paramedic and EMT standby. The council also voted to seek listing of Ely City Hall on the Nevada State Registry of Historic Places and tabled the awarding of the construction contract for Phase 3 of the Steptoe Valley Trap and Skeet Range Hunter Education Building. Bids came in over $40,000 over projections. On activity in the White Pine County Sheriff's Office blotter report for Wednesday, deputies investigating the death of Bo D. Glebe of McGill found deceased to the county residence. Cause of death remains under investigation. Other calls included the theft of 2 cameras from an Ely property, several reckless driving complaints, including one involving a semi-truck that allegedly forced another vehicle off the road, and a domestic disturbance where the parties agreed to separate for the night. Deputies also responded to reports of suspected fraud, harassment, suspicious activity, and a traffic hazard. No arrests reported. A strengthening El Niño in the Pacific has climatologists watching closely for signs of what this winter could bring to northern Nevada. Nevada State climatologist Baker Perry says strong El Niño years have historically brought wetter than normal conditions in the winter and heavy Sierra snowfall. But they could also produce warmer storms that increase flooding risks at lower elevations. Perry says it's still too early to predict exactly how this winter will unfold, but a wet season could also lead to increased wildfire danger next summer by producing more vegetation that could later dry out and burn. Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford has filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration challenging new federal grant conditions tied to billions of dollars in Homeland Security and FEMA funding. Ford says the administration is illegally attempting to require states to help enforce federal immigration laws and make changes to election procedures that in order to receive emergency preparedness and counterterrorism funding. Nevada is set to receive more than $4.3 million this year for terrorism prevention and emergency response efforts. The lawsuit, joined by attorneys general from 24 other states and the governors of Kentucky and Pennsylvania, argue the funding conditions violate federal law and the Constitution. The Trump administration has not yet responded to the latest legal challenge. Nevada election integrity back in the spotlight following the president's claim of thousands of non-citizens on the state's voter rolls. Nevada Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar disputing the claim, saying the state has safeguards to prevent ineligible voting. Meanwhile, Chuck Muth at Nevada News and Views says the Citizens Outreach Foundation claims it's documented a case in Clark County where a non-citizen not only received a voter registration card but a primary election ballot after reportedly declining to register. The organization says it submitted the case to the Clark County Registrar of Voters for investigation. State election officials not commenting. In data center news, a proposed $10 billion data center in California's Imperial Valley at the center of a legal battle over Colorado River water. Developer Sebastian Rucki has sued the Imperial Irrigation District, claiming it unfairly denied his request to use river water after local cities rejected his plan to use recycled wastewater. Project has drawn strong opposition from environmental groups and residents concerned about water use, pollution, and power demand. Supporters say it could create much-needed jobs. Lawsuit pending in California's Superior Court. That's check for Sahara Motors of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.